Yo, what to do, YouTube? Trail 247 back with another video. We're about to do this video today on All-Star JR. He actually is gonna have to sit his ass down in jail. He's gonna have to sit down. The Defensive Player of the Year for protecting himself gonna have to go sit down. And we about to see how much time he got. You know, this shit is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, just because you a felon, I understand the situation, but it's not like he bring a gun to Texas and specifically got into it with them so he could shoot their ass. He literally was getting jumped. They was trying to take his chain. So the nigga, and when he's getting his ass beat on the ground, a gun just magically fall out the sky. I'ma pick that motherfucker up too. And I'm boom, 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 boom. I don't give a fuck if he stood over. You gotta understand, it's adrenaline. It's a lot of shit going on in that moment. You feel what I'm saying? You can't get mad at bro for doing what he needed to do. I would have been scared too. Like, what if they got another gun? What if they running to go get another gun? What if somebody he with got a gun? Well, we gotta get into the video right quick. It's by my boy 1090J. You already know. Let's go ahead and get into the video, man. This shit's crazy. This shit is really crazy.
Yours too. But if you're trying to build your credit or just want your direct deposit sooner, it handles all of Instagram. All-Star JR's trial for felony possession of a firearm is now scheduled for July 6th, and it would show the federal paperwork literally showing 9 a.m. This shit's gonna happen, and the estimated trial time is gonna be 3 days. Now, comments. About a 1% chance trial proceeds that soon, and a 99% chance it will be adjourned. And this is the thing, this whole shit happened, the shooting, in April, and trial is already set. There's not much reason for it to be delayed because there isn't an overwhelming amount of new evidence that they're gonna be able to bring showing that he didn't have a gun. Now, taking a quick look at the criminal complaint, this happened back on April 8th, 2026. Now,
I think they trying to figure out, you know what I think they trying to figure out? I think they trying to figure out if he had a gun before he came there or some shit. But he didn't though, so it's like
going through all the paperwork. This is a photo of All-Star JR hitting the Motown Boogie as he is firing. You can see all the fire coming out of that, and I'm going to be careful about how I scroll through this because you can see Ben 10 slumped on the floor, completely blurred out, but you know, YouTube will demonetize that in 2 seconds because the YouTube bots will assume it's a dead guy. Now you can also see JR apparently chasing. It says John Doe number 2 and others run out of the frame towards the elevator. JR continues shooting as everyone is running away and shoots additional rounds at John Doe number 2's direction. This right here is going to be one of the main things that they're going to say is he didn't need to do.
Yeah.
If you defended yourself as a felon, the second that threat is neutralized, you can no longer possess that gun. So you can't go and chase after whoever else was present just because you feel tried and you're prideful or you're angry, because now you're a felon in possession. Now this picture right here kind of seals the deal. Ford, JR, returns to where Ben 10 is lying motionless on his back. This right here, motionless, it's not even letting me highlight it, so now I just look stupid. Motionless on his back, and fires another 2 rounds at Ben 10 from a few feet away. Ben 10's body jolts suddenly as 1 round appears to strike him before going motionless again. Now that is a savage picture. If I was All-Star JR and I miraculously beat that case, I would make that a t-shirt, a portrait. I'd get it painted, put it up on my wall. The day they tried to rob me, and I stood over him and fired into him, right? So they're saying Ben 10 was paralyzed off the first shot. When he initially got shot standing up, paperwork says he immediately hit the floor. All-Star JR chases the other ones to the elevator, firing whatever hits whoever. I think they said the other kid that got hit, whatever his name was, Dead End Ron. Finger got shot off. He's leaking out in the elevator bad. They had a whole blood trail from the elevator to the parking lot where they found him. So he got hit bad. I think got hit in the artery in the leg, but somehow survived. Then JR comes back and stands over Ben 10, firing 2 more times, one of them making his body jolt as he's hit by the bullet. This right here, I don't know how they could defend this because of the fact that he wasn't a threat. And again, you can only defend yourself as a felon if you're about to die. Like if there's no other option than to get that gun and use it. But at the point that there is no longer a threat, if you continue possessing that weapon, you're a felon in possession. Ben 10 was clearly not a threat as his whole shit shut down, and he still stood over and shot him.
It don't make it right that he did that. But where are the charges coming at for Ben 10? Y'all want to charge this nigga so bad. Why y'all don't charge the fucking paraplegic nigga that tried to rob him? He tried to rob him. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars in jewelry. I don't care, bro. He had the right to kill that nigga, bro. Real shit, bro. I don't give a fuck
I really
nobody
gotta
say,
finesse
bro.
this next
like,
part, so
nobody say fuck
I don't want to see because Ben 10's laid out on the picture above and in this picture. But in this picture, you can see JR clearly right here, and his arm is extended, and he's firing again. And the paperwork would state, JR paces around the floor for approximately 8 seconds as the female he was with attempts to interact with him. JR then fires another round at NBA Ben 10 in his direction and exits the frame towards the elevators. So after standing over him and shooting into his fucking body and shooting a second time, JR walked away or just paced around, and for 8 seconds he thought about, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Fuck that. Boom! And it fires again before leaving. But 20 seconds later, he comes back, still holding the gun. JR points it at NBA Ben 10 again. This is the 3rd time he stood over him, who appears to still be unconscious. JR appears to attempt to fire another round, but the handgun slide appears locked back, indicating it's out of ammunition. So JR, you can see the slides locked back. You can see the barrel right there. JR didn't just stand over him. He stood over him 3 different times.
And he was really trying to kill him.
Shot him twice.
I don't blame him, though.
At least 2 different times. I don't even know how many times he shot him. He shot and then he jerked.
You gotta think about how much adrenaline he got. This nigga is high off of life right now. Nigga, you just tried to rob me? Think I'm gonna just let you? No, you gotta die. You're not robbing me. And somehow God put a gun in my hand and I don't try to kill you. What are we talking about? I would have, bro, that first, he said he shot 2 more times at Ben 10. Guess what? Both of them shots, I don't give a fuck. I would have pointed this shit directly at the back of his fucking forehead. Boom, boom, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Bro.
And then he leaned over the table after pacing around and tried to shoot him again. I don't know if it actually hit him. And then he came back again, probably tried to finish him, but there was no more bullets in the gun. He stood over Ben 10 3 different times, and somehow this kid's still alive. And at this point in time, JR would stand over Ben 10 and strike him in the face with the gun, pistol whipping him while he's on the floor. On video, they were able to capture JR wiping the handgun down before hiding it behind this counter right here. And this is going to be his main defense. His defense is going to be, look, I didn't leave with the gun. I didn't keep the gun. I just wiped it off and I left it there where no one could see it so nobody could grab it and try to use it against me. But where
which makes sense.
and why I say he's going to prison is because there was no longer a threat when he stood over Ben 10, shooting him, shooting at him, attempting to shoot him again, and pistol whipping him. And through that entire time, even though if you count it up, if it's only like 1:30 seconds, that's still 1:30 seconds of a felon in possession of a firearm. There was no threat. There was no need. Do I agree with it?
No.
No, I don't. I honestly feel like if you can be released from prison, you should have your rights back. Or there should be some type of probationary period.
Yeah, because how y'all gonna just let me... Okay, let's say they do let me back out of prison. What if something like this happens again? God's not gonna always magically put a gun right next to me. If something bad's about to happen, bro, give bro his rights back, bro.
Like a parole in which you're
lie.
released from prison, and if in set amount of years you don't get in trouble again, all rights should be back.
Facts.
Because you've proved that you've beat the recidivism rate. Because I beat the statistics. Realistically, I was released from prison. I haven't gone back. I beat the statistics. Most people go back within a set amount of time. I think it's within like 3 years. So if you can last a certain amount of time, you should be given your rights back. You should always be able to defend yourself with zero stipulation at all. You disarmed an attacker, saved your own life, saved your property that you worked for. I believe that. So do I agree with this? No. Don't take it as I think he should go to prison. I
Hell
don't.
no, I don't.
But I think he will.
Yeah,
Now, as we saw from what Remo posted, trial date has been set. They're ready to go. Like I said, I don't see what there is to fight in the situation. I don't see how he's going to be able to be like, hey, you know, I was still defending myself when I stood over him and pistol whipped him and this and that. And I'm glad he's not facing additional charges for that shit. That's also pretty fucking crazy. And then Hot Wheels, Ben 10 got shot right after this. According to the news, Baton Rouge rapper Ben 10.
He got on Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels is crazy! Hot Wheels is crazy tonight.
Shot on Wells Street. Ben 10, a known associate of fellow Baton Rouge rapper NBA Youngboy, was shot in Baton Rouge on Tuesday, just over a month after he was shot in Houston.
Over
Real name, Ben
1
Fields,
month,
identified
bro?
as one of 3 people injured in the shooting on Wells. Fields and the other 2 people were taken to a hospital in a private vehicle in early April.
And just to clarify, a couple weeks ago when I did a video on him first getting shot, people in the video was trying to say, oh, it won't Ben 10. Ben 10 ain't get shot. It's a fact now. He got shot again.
Bro, he was shot in Houston. Just some advice for Ben 10. If you're getting shot in every state you go to, you need to just sit the fuck down and stop hanging out with certain people, bro. Because you're getting hit in cities that ain't yours, and then you're getting hit in your own city. And I don't even know how he survived this one, because he already got put in a wheelchair, and then he got shot out his wheels in Baton Rouge. And I'm not saying this shit to be funny. I'm saying this shit to be fucking serious, homie.
This shit is fucking crazy.
Sit down. Figuratively, literally, like, get the fuck away from people, bro, because you just keep catching shots and shit is not going smooth for you. But as far as All-Star JR, I believe he's going to prison.
Damn.
He's facing up to 15. If they give him a deal, he could walk with maybe 5 or less years, because that's usually the average for a felon in possession of a firearm. But if he fails to accept that plea, if he's even been offered one, he could face a whole lot more. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Look, man, we're gonna go ahead and end the video here, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't believe All-Star JR should get no time for this shit. And if he does, just like a couple, just on that, you know what I mean, that felony, being a felon in possession of a weapon, he shouldn't have to go to jail for that long. So it's not a life sentence, which is good, but still, it's like, damn, like, why do I gotta go to jail? I was just sitting there minding my fucking business, and people wanted to come try to fuck with me, bro. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. It's Trail 247 Reacts back with another video. Y'all hit that like button, that sub button, that hype button, man. Comment in the comment section too, like my nigga just said. Y'all be safe though.